Okay, guys, so part 3. So when we left off, he had dropped me off at my apartment in Brooklyn. So I waited 10 minutes because I was in shock. Like, any woman would be, you just coming back from a nice weekend trip with your man, had a good time, and then you hear a female on the other line after someone had been blowing up his phone, and he lied and said it was his kids calling, which it wasn't. So I called him, and he was like, "Hey, babe, what's up?" Sounding all happy. I was like, cut the act. I was like, first of all, who was that chick on the phone? And he was like, "Oh, that was my ex." I was like, "Why is she calling you back to back?" He was like, "I don't know, she crazy." I said, "Listen, I'm gonna need you to handle your business and handle that because I'm not with it." He's like, "Understood, babe." He was like, "Do you want me to come back?" He was like, "I can come back and talk to you. I can even call her and show proof." I said, "What we look like we 12? Absolutely not." I said, "You as a man, you handle your business." He's like, "Understood." So about 3 months later from the incident, we were coming back from, a spot called The Door in Queens off Baisley. Because, I'm Jamaican. I love Jamaican food. And he loved Caribbean food. So we were coming back from that spot. We had like a date night. And he was like, "You want to go back home or you want to come with me?" I was like, "Look, I got brunch in the morning with my girls." He was like, "Babe, I would really love for you to come back with me. Let's go to, a bar near my home. We can just kick it for a bit." I was like, "All right." They had karaoke. We've been there before. I said, "Okay, no problem." So we went back there, had a good time. So his phone is blowing up again. Now I look over and I see it says unknown. So then I look on the screen again after the 10th time and it says, "Do not answer." So I look at him. I was like, "Yo, handle that." So he got up, he walked away. And I walked right behind him. Because first of all, what you're not going to do is have a conversation unbeknownst to me. And I'm over here looking like Boo Boo the Clown. So anyway, he was like, "Babe, we got to go." So turns out his wife, who he told me was his ex-wife, showed up at his spot, his house that was about 10 minutes away, and start throwing rocks through his downstairs window. So his alarm had triggered. And some of those calls that were calling him was his alarm security company and calling to make sure that there's no issue. So when he answered one of the calls, he was like, "Yes, please send the police." So when they got there, old girl was still at the house and she's going off. They're like getting ready to, restrain her. His sister's outside. She was like, "Yo," his sister had a fight with her. Sister had scratches on her, all that. One of his other vehicles on the property, she stabbed the tires, bust through the windows. And that's how I found out he was married.